Hey y'all, good morning. This is Tonetta. Hope everybody's doing well. I'm your relationship coach and Speak Your Truth, and of course your bedroom Kandi boutique consultant. But I'm coming here with something totally different this morning. I'm talking about the cottage food laws in Missouri and the recent change that they're making. I guess I put it that way. It's called the Baker's Bill, and I know you all probably saw that in the description of this video. It's called the Baker's Bill, and this is only in Missouri, y'all. So keep that in mind. When I was looking this up and looking these things up and researching a little bit about this bill and what was going on, there are other states, of course, that are implementing new cottage food laws. So if you're one of the people who, of course, wants to bake at home or make, I don't know, cookies or whatever it is at home, some kind of baked item, certain baked items, I guess, put it that way at home, make sure that you're checking out your state's cottage food laws so that you can make sure that you're, of course, following the laws and doing what you're supposed to be doing and running a legal kitchen, I guess you can say, out of your home. So make sure of that. But like I said, this is only in Missouri. And this one's called the Baker's Bill. And thanks, sis Rachel, for tuning in. I hope you're doing well. And like I said, this one's called the Baker's Bill. This is House Bill number 357. When I saw it was actually last month, and they were talking about making changes to the cottage food laws. Like I said before, there was Representative Ben Baker. He's a Republican from Neosho County. I guess it's Neosho County here in Missouri. He was wanting to implement this law because he, of course, saw all the restaurants, all the bakers, all the people who were doing things, of course, in their own brick and mortar stores, being forced out of business because of the coronavirus and the not making any income in their stores, that kind of things been shut down because of lack of staff, or staff had gotten sick or passed, or that kind of thing as well. So he was trying to implement a different law or make some changes to the current cottage food laws, so that people can, of course, start making more things at home and, of course, do that online as well. The changes to his laws, he wanted to make sure that that people could, of course, still bake at home, of course, only baked goods that, of course, do not have to be refrigerated, and I'll get into that shortly. But he wanted to make sure that people who did sell at home can have online, I guess can make online sales, and also the cap of 50,000, because there's a cap of 50,000 here in Missouri that you can make being at home, being a baker, or selling baked goods and breads and stuff like that. If you made over 50,000, you would actually have to go into like a commercial store, your own brick and mortar, type restaurant, store, bakery, whatever it is. So he wanted to take that away as well, so that you can make as much as you wanted to make at home and be able to sell online. Because like I said, the current law does not prohibit selling online, even though I'm sure people may. So just make sure that you're following the law as best as y'all can, y'all. But now there's, like I said, currently, because I don't know the date that is officially going to change over. I'm not sure yet. But like I said, the current cap in Missouri that you can make at home, being a home baker, is 50,000. And like I said, you cannot have any internet sales. And like I said, those are the two things that this Baker bill is looking to change. I'm trying to see if there's anything else. I guess that's really it. Like I said, I do want to make sure that you all know that the House passed the bill. It says due pass back in February 2021 this year, and the Senate just passed it last month, actually. So we're just waiting to find out. And good morning, sis Shantice. Thanks for tuning in. And so I'm looking to find out. And of course, I'm sure others are as well. And I hope this, of course, if you're one who wants to bake and make stuff at home and didn't know that you can do it legally and all these kind of things, yes, you can here in Missouri. You just have to follow certain protocols, I guess I put it that way. And you can only make certain things. But like I said, definitely we're just waiting on, of course, the date as to when this law is going to take effect, I guess I put it that way. And I'll definitely let you all know once I do find out. Because like I said, for those in Missouri, I know Shantice, you're in Missouri as well. So if you're looking to bake or make cakes or make different kinds of breads, I'm going to read this list because it does not include everything that I used to bake as far as cupcakes and stuff like that. You can bake goods like breads, cookies, jams, jellies, and dry herbs, dry cookie and cake bread mixes, fruit butters, honey, cracked nuts, packaged spices, spice mixes, soup mixes. It says fruit pies and preserves. I also saw on there it was pickles, popcorn. There was a few other things on there as well. But the only thing that's prohibited up under this bill, saying that you cannot make these things at home and you cannot bake these items and sell them at home, is, of course, anything that has icing, fondant, any kind of buttercream, anything along those lines, cheesecakes, custards, any kind of cupcakes with fillings or cakes with fillings. They have like any kind of fruit fillings or anything that has to be refrigerated. So and that includes caramels, that include chocolate. Actually was not on this list, but that includes caramels as well, just to let you all know. But like I said, if your item does not need to be refrigerated at all, it can be out sitting on the table for 2-3 days, a week, or however long it's going to last, then that's what's included in the cottage food laws, saying that you can legally bake and make at home and sell them at home. Otherwise, you cannot sell them at home legally here in the state of Missouri. I know folks do, of course, because I know a lot of people do make cupcakes. I've made cupcakes as well with the icing and things like that. But like I said, you definitely have to make sure that you're making the right things. And I know now because I'm actually switching a lot of my stuff that I was making as well, according to these laws. I guess I put it that way. And like I said, this is for the entire state of Missouri, because before you used to only be able to make and bake and sell things out of your home only in the rural areas of Missouri. That was up until 2017 or 18, I believe, because they left out St. Louis City, St. Louis County, St. Charles, Kansas City, like the big populated areas. It left out all those areas, and it was only like the rural areas in between. And I'm like, okay, because I called back then as well, trying to talk to like the somebody in the I guess like our House representatives, that kind of thing, and of course left voicemails to let them know that this is cutting a lot of people out of who want to bake, like me in St. Louis City or St. Louis County, that kind of thing, who are looking to sell things from home and create this extra stream of income for themselves. That cuts all of us out here in these areas. So I don't know if they listen to me. I'm sure there was other folks that was calling as well. But like I said, that did change back in 2017 or 18, one of the two, for Missouri. So now this covers the entire state, including St. Louis City, St. Louis County, St. Charles, all those kind of things as well. So that's a good thing. Also in Missouri, if you're wanting to, of course, sell baked goods out of your home, just keep in mind, let me make sure that I read these things to you because I have them all written down. You don't have to have any kind of license or permit to, of course, sell your baked items, as long as they're, of course, following these guidelines, with nothing that's refrigerated or anything that's prohibited. I know I didn't go over the entire list of prohibited or allowed foods. I would suggest that you take just search on your Google search as far as the Missouri Cottage Food Laws or Missouri Cottage Foods that are allowed to be made inside your home, and the ones that are prohibited. You will definitely see them online. Some places have lists of them. Some places just have like little bullet points. Some people have written them, I guess, like in like a little paragraph, that kind of thing. But make sure that you're looking them up and make sure that you're finding this information out for yourself. But like I said, there's no license or permit needed to actually make your food at home. You don't need any kind of I guess business license or anything else to make it at home. You just have to make sure that anything that you're packaging, it has to be sold here locally, and it must have a label with all the ingredients used in that product, and that the product was made from home in a cottage food kitchen that's not subject to inspections by the Missouri Division of Health and Senior Services. So they don't have to come and inspect your home kitchen at all unless you're having complaints or somebody saying they got sick from eating something that you prepared. That's the only reason why they would actually come in to do an inspection. Otherwise, you don't have to have any kind of license, anything saying that you can sell this at home. You can just go ahead and sell it, and make sure you have that label saying that your food, whatever the ingredients are, and that your food is made in a cottage food kitchen, prepared in your home, and not inspected by the Department of Health and Senior Services. Also, you don't have to have a safety training certificate. You don't have to have any kind of food license at all, anything like that. If you want to get one, of course, I would suggest to get one. They have all the courses online right now. Actually, I've looked them up as well. That was actually last year, but I know they still have them online now. And it's called the Safe Serve certificate. I guess that tells you how to, of course, prepare the foods, and of course, educate you, and then let you know what's going on, where to keep your eggs in the fridge, and how to cook the foods, and what temp they're supposed to be, and a whole lot of other things. But like I said, Missouri does not require that. Now, other states, I know, because other folks are on here from other states, you will have to look at your laws, because other states do require that. So make sure that you're looking up what you have to have in your state. Like I said again, this is only for the state of Missouri. And then also from the House, well, not from the House, but the Missouri Cottage Food Law's website, it did say make sure that you get general liability insurance to protect you if anyone should get sick or want to sue or anything along those lines, and that you have to, of course, look around for. There are insurance companies that will, of course, insure your home-based business and that kind of thing. I'm unsure of the prices that I have not looked up, but like I said, definitely feel free to look them up and figure that out and call around and see who does and that kind of thing for your own business. I guess I put it that way as well. So I guess that was it. Like I said, the only changes that they're wanting to make, which has not been written fully into law yet, because I'm not sure when it's going to start, but it's called the Baker's Bill, House Bill number 357. And like I said, Ben Baker, he's a Republican from Neosho County. He was wanting to implement the laws to change to be that Missouri you can sell online your baked goods, and that you will not have a cap, meaning that you have to make no $50,000 or less in order to sell at home. Anything more than that, you'd actually have to get a brick and mortar bakery. He said he's taken that out of there. You can make as much as you want to make at home, baking your goods, canning your foods, or whatever you're doing. But like I said, that's definitely the changes that he's making into the law, or that he's wanting to make into the law. It looks like it did pass, like I said, for Missouri in the House in February this year, and in April in the Senate. Right now, we just don't know of the dates that is actually going to take effect, so we can all, whoever wants to bake at home, make things at home, can go ahead and start officially with their with these new laws and selling online and marketing online and all those kind of things. So I want to make sure that I brought this to y'all this morning, and I would suggest, if you all know anybody in Missouri, to please share this with them that's looking to bake and looking to make things at home, breads, jellies, dry herb mixes, cake mixes, all that kind of stuff. If you know somebody that's looking to make that kind of stuff at home, please share this with them so that they can definitely get this information, or tag them inside this video, either one, so they can make sure that they're getting this information and stay current on the laws here in Missouri. Because I love to bake, so that's why I'm, of course, looking at these laws and that kind of thing as well. Some of you all may know that I used to bake cakes and cupcakes and pound cakes and all these kind of things, and making Rice Krispie treats and all, like little cookies and all this kind of stuff. I still love to do that. That was part of my healing journey, part of my therapy for myself. I guess I put it that way. So that's why I'm bringing that to y'all this morning, because like I said, this is something that's, of course, I'm a coach, I'm a social worker, and of course I talk about sex and that kind of thing as well. But like I said, baking, I've always loved baking. That's not going anywhere. And of course, I'm looking to of course, restart that business, that kind of thing as well, sometime soon. I guess I put it that way. So with that, I want to say thank you all for listening in this morning. Shantice and Rachel, thank you all for tuning in. I hope y'all are doing well. And like I said, definitely feel free to tag somebody inside this video that you know who bakes, or that want to get into the baking business, or just share this video on your own timeline, so that folks that are in Missouri, if you're in Missouri, they can of course see this post and that kind of thing as well. So with that, I want to say thank y'all for tuning in. Everybody have an awesome day today. So take care, y'all.